good morning. Or, as we'd like to say, morning. Top fans, participant, reactions. Hey, Joe, good morning. Random TTTEF fan, George, I'm back. Dude, what's going on? Wow. Morning. I may rotate stuff. We'll see. Remember Red? Yeah, Red, I do. Red, it seems like every like month or so you just change your name in order to totally confuse me, which doesn't take much. Let me change my name. Hold on. Yeah, no big deal. Red. What's going on, Joe? Good morning. Ugh. Damn. I'm gonna move the chair over a little bit this way. I might center myself. Do this a little bit. No, we'll see. There we go. Red the egg saver. What's going on, Red? Good morning. Push this back. Anyway, yesterday was a long day. Yesterday, let me repeat that, was a very long day. Given that my daughter had no dances yesterday, it was a long day. Much of it was good. Some of it was bad, and some of it was downright ugly. And I'll go through some of it. I'm still waiting for my house to be finished. Oh, really? What's up with that? I can tell you the washout thing was really kind of crazy. Let's see if that'll change things. Yeah. Now suddenly I look red. Call it morning glow. I'm wondering if this camera was designed to be used only indoors. That's what it is. Still 9 though. That makes 7 shorts of my goldfish. Did you really? Nice. That morning sun. It is bordering on being cloudless this morning. The sun's just coming up, probably just doing like 2 fingers above the horizon. And it's hitting the water right now, so you're not only getting the sun, you're getting this massive reflection off of the water too. It's beautiful. Why are you a redhead? I am a small content creator. So am I. I'm just little old me. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get started here in a couple minutes. I'll go through the entertainment value of yesterday, and there was a lot of good. And hopefully Dwayne will pop in, because I had, some of the best part of yesterday was spending time with Dwayne and his kids. It's pretty hot in there, probably. It's actually, temperature-wise, it's actually really good today. The sun is warm, but the temperature, I think I saw this morning, it's like 70 degrees. So no complaints there. No complaints. So, you doing evening 7 p.m.? Not tonight. We're going to be on the road tonight at 7 p.m., Joe. So I will postpone the 7 p.m. thing until tomorrow. Since it is 6 a.m. stream, it's going to leave 5:05 p.m. in Indonesia. Is it? So it's getting to be your your sunset. Well, maybe not this time of year. Maybe not. Yes, we got sunrise. I came out here 20 minutes ago or so. 25 minutes just to stake out a place. I'm sitting in a different place this morning too, to stake out a place, and it's different from where I've normally been sitting. 6 p.m. I gotta go Shalat. Oops. Well, it's 6 p.m. here. I mean, it's 6 a.m. here, 6:05 to be exact. 6:06. Anyway, today's, like I said, it's going to be an interesting day because since I'm Muslim. Yep. Hey, whatever you have to do, Red. Obviously, anyways, forget about that. You got to do what you got to do. You know, if your faith is something that matters to you, absolutely, you got to do what you got to do. All right, real quickly, I'm going to do this. So we remember this guy. Last night, my wife and I got back to the hotel room at one point yesterday afternoon. And I did finish it up. So focus on it a little bit. Not me, focus on it. Anyway, it's all done. Now everything came out. There we go. Let's do that. I'd rather do that. So this guy's all wrapped up. Zaku Gunpla. Yeah, this was one of the original from. I'll show it again. There it is. From 1989. This is the original Zaku FZ from 0080. There's so much that can be done on this model. And when the time comes to get to it, I'm looking forward to it because I think that there could be a whole host of fun stuff to do to it to make it one's own. It's interesting. When I look at these things, when I build these models, my first reaction is always, geez, they got this proportion wrong. And I understand why they did this. Limitations of the technology. These are meant to be played, they're almost meant to be made built up toys. Nice model kit. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah. See, torso as the Zaku 3. Yep. So when you see mine, you can tell all the mods I have done. Yeah, that's good to know, Joe. To see all those changes that you do to it. So this thing was fabulous to work on. It's a simple model, and it is snapped together. So I'm going to leave it here real quickly. And we'll probably come back to that because I'm sure people will be popping out because I am going to be working on, while we're out here this morning, for at least a little bit, I'm going to be working on the Melusine. From Machining Krieger. Let's see. I added a cockpit and light. Pain in the ass. Yeah, but was it worth it? And the answer is usually yes. Anyways, watch the table. I got the off-brand. Oh, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy. Hey, Ray. What's going on, brother? Good morning. You find an outlet? Nope. Oh, did I find one? Yeah. Am I near it? No. Outlets are back down that way. I decided to sit at a different table today, but this table doesn't have an outlet either, so that's all right. Got 83% battery left. I got I've been on for about 10 minutes. At 7 o'clock, or just short of, or just after, whatever it is, I'm going to call it a session. More knockoff characters. More knockoff characters. So I'll do this. And then yesterday, Dwayne gave me this. Awfully kind of him. Unnecessary. But it was an Expo 2025, FOOE. Very thoughtful. Where's the coffee? It's at the coffee store. It's at the coffee store. It'll hopefully be coming my way shortly. First animal containment breach is a knockoff of Pokemon. Animal containment breach. Nice. So, yesterday was a day. That's the Gundam that moved, was the animatronics. Yeah, that's the one down in Yokohama. This appears to be some different version of it since it's the /E. I'll have to take a look to see what that is. How much is that coffee in the window? At this point, it's ridiculously expensive. Why? Because I can't get to it. So let's start with I hung out with Dwayne and his kids, and right after the live stream completed in the morning, Dwayne came down, introduced himself. You know, we had the personal thing. It was great. He went back up, get his go deal with his kids. Me, I was dealing with. Went to the beach, hung out there for a bit, collected shells. Hey, Nick, good morning. Where are we today? Same place, just moved to a different table. Why'd you keep doing the things outside? You're going to get door dashed. Yeah, it's possible. So, anyway, Dwayne, we talked for a little bit. Dwayne went back upstairs. I went and hit the beach for a while. It was great. Didn't do a lot of seashell collecting. I'll probably do some today after we're wrapped up here. What's going on, Nick? By the way, I'm a little low key today, and I'll fill you in why in just a second. You're fine. They still have dunks in Maryland. Oh yeah, we've been to one. Oh yeah, we did one yesterday. I think it was day before. I've been primarily going to Uber Bagels here. I like their coffee, actually. It's been really good. Let's see. Hey, Joe. Yesterday I watched Jurassic World Rebirth movie at the theaters. How did you like it, Red? What's up, Nick? You have a good bro day. We had an excellent bro day. So, got the families coordinated around 11 o'clock. We headed over to play mini golf because yesterday, hotel we're at has a parking lot right immediately in front of the hotel, and then they have one across the street. Unfortunately, because of all the activity that's going on here, I went across the street. Too many actions, a bit of dinosaur, so 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Nice. Sounds like you might have enjoyed it. Having some caribou coffee today. Good for you. So, but it was a torrential rainstorm, and I had an umbrella. Got soaked, but whatever. Got to the vehicle, picked up the family. Dwayne Dwayne drove his kids over, and we did mini golf in the morning. So from 11 to around 12:30 or so, we were mini golfing. My daughter and my wife, they went off and did shopping. Dwayne and I had lunch together. I hung out with the kids. We went to his place. We chatted for a bit, had a long conversation about IPMS. Hey, Richie, good morning. And organizations in general, which we will be furthering at some point as well. But we had just a fabulous time. Dwayne's a great guy, just a real fun guy to hang with, and just terrific. Good for you, George. Got some color there. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not my color, the skin color. It's just the nature of the sun. Literally, I'm pointing right at it. That's the sun. And it's like coming right at me. And I'm happy about it. I'd rather have sun when I'm on vacation, especially now because the temperature is also just perfect. Light breeze, it's awesome. I'm definitely going to be hitting the beach after this. Just going to do my last time there. Bad day to visit the Teletubby set. Yeah, it sure is. So we had a wonderful time. His kids are great. Mini golf was fabulous. We just, I don't know. It was a beautiful morning. like I said, my daughter and my wife went out shopping. Dwayne and I had lunch together and hung out afterward. And then we just chatted and everything like that. Hung out with his kids. I'm thinking, where should I go right now? Ooh, choices. So around 3:30 or so, we parted company. I came upstairs, took a nice hot shower because I was freezing because I was still soaked from the thunderstorm earlier. And then, my wife and I were just going to be watching some of the dance routines. My daughter did not dance yesterday. Either the mall or a market. They sound like one and the same, in my opinion. So we got back, and then all fucking hell broke loose. It was my wife is letting me know about all the bullshit that's going on with the dance studio. Some of the stuff that was very personalized against my daughter. The studio directors like absolutely avoiding us, everything. And my daughter at one point, this must have been, we headed down last night to watch the awards ceremony, watch a few of the dancers between 5 and 6, came upstairs, all the shit was starting to flow. We went downstairs for awards, and my daughter's literally saying, I don't think I want to be here tomorrow, meeting today. And I'm like seething on the inside, because it's just getting to be too much. It's like, look, this is my daughter's last hurrah, and it's like, is this the way we're gonna go out? We're gonna go out and this, this is like her memory of this thing. I want to go outside and play with my friends, but my mother said no because someday I ran towards my house and I was really exhausted. I had no rest. I was panting, and I got to be careful. Oh yeah. Well, definitely take care of your health. That makes sense, Red. So I'm seething. It's like I'm just like ripped, and I'm just. My wife is telling my daughter, "You need to have a confrontation with the studio owners." And my reaction has been, "We've done this. We've danced this dance 3 times in the past couple of years. They've never fucking listened. We're done." So if Mia says we're done, let's pack up and fuck them for today. They can figure out. They can choreograph their dances or whatever. Anyway, so at the awards ceremony, my daughter, one of the dances gets an award. One of the girls gets that. Congratulations. My daughter won the best student choreography of the entire week, since she choreographed her own dance. Let's go around that area. You talking about here? Everything. So much good stuff around here. Oh, look, Nick's number 1 again. George, you need to come there and with the boys and straighten things out. I promise we won't make a mess. Much nice. Are they just being butthurt that she's leaving and won't be dancing anymore? No, they're very immature people, Nick. We're throwing things out in Maine. If you need to come break stuff. Now, actually, it came close. So she gets an award. We're excited about her award. She gets another, they get the artistry award, overall artistry of all the dances that they put together. That's primarily based on all the choreography and the compositions. So my daughter gets that. So we're at least having a good experience. But at this point, it's like, I'm done. I'm just frustrated that my daughter is feeling angry about this stuff and some of the personal attacks that are happening in the studio, basically saying shit like, don't talk to these kids about things. And it finally, my wife and I leave the auditorium. I'm fuming because it's like, I'm done with this. It's like, I know I'm repeating myself, and I'll tell you why I'm repeating myself in a little bit. Dwayne, what's going on, brother? Oh, well, fuck them then. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the attitude. My wife was saying you need to have a confrontation or just kind of like just let them know what's going on. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to. Why do we want to subject my daughter to having a conversation with people who don't want to listen? So anyway, we're heading down to the main lobby, and my wife is talking with a couple of dancers. My daughter's there. Two of the other daughters were there, and they're saying the same thing. So for the first time, I'm actually hearing that they're having conversations that are not dissimilar to the ones that we're having about why the fuck are our daughters going through this shit. So I lost my shit. I'm like, you know what? These girls dance their hearts out, and I'm so proud of each one of them. There were 3 of them that were there. I'm proud of each one of these things, and I love the way they dance and everything like that. And I'm fucking tired of the studio. So I'm like, my voice is getting raised and everything like that. And it's and I got a couple of the girls kind of like stepping back, but going, yeah. So the girls are nodding along about this frustration that everyone is feeling. Parents are like, yeah, this is just BS. So suddenly I'm feeling not necessarily vindicated, but I feel like we've been feeling like this has been going on just to us, but it seems to be a reaction that's been handed down to a lot of other parents and students, and the favoritism that's paid and the obviousness of it, right? Hey, Edwin, good evening. Guys, I apologize. I'm just kind of like letting you guys know how things were. So I said, I'm now going to step away. I need to take a walk. So I knew my anger level was so ridiculously high at this point. I just did about a mile walk and came back, hung outside for a bit. One of the other parents came downstairs, and he and I chatted for about half hour or whatever, while everybody else is kind of gathering up their stuff. And then it's like, guys, let's go do something. I mean, it's now getting pretty late. Let's go grab drinks. Let's go grab some food. So last night, it's not something my wife and I normally do, but we hung out with a bunch of parents. We had food and we had beers. And I'm not going to lie, I'm in a bit of a recovery phase right now. So I'm a teensy bit hungover. You can vent us. No, I appreciate it, Richie. Thank you. Sharpen the pitchforks and light the torches. Well, here's the thing. You know, today is pretty boring. No, it's not very boring here. Morning, Joe. Morning, Edwin. Just to recap. So yesterday, the highlight of the day, besides my daughter getting the choreography award, which I think is very, very important. Aside from that, hanging out with Dwayne, your kids, it was awesome. Thank you so much. In fact, Dwayne, I just realized I do have something for you. So if you guys are still in the area, I got something I need to get you. Sounds like you guys needed that, George. Oh yeah. Oh, the good of a hangover. Oh God, yeah. So, of course, now the sun's coming up. This is why I'm thankful I got this water. Didn't drink enough water yesterday either. I'm definitely feeling it behind the eyeballs. Anyways, I'm upstairs. Stop by after. I might do that. I'm going to hit the beach actually afterward. I got to collect some more shells for this little diorama idea that I have. So anyway, so yes, and then we got back late last night. But my wife and I both, normally it's not like we're not normally out close to midnight, but we were out close to midnight and got back, and now we're here this morning. Oh, you guys are gonna hit the beach too? Yeah, I'm hitting it immediately after I'm done with this. As soon as the battery gets down to near zero, shutting down, hitting the beach. So hopefully we'll be able to. Maybe we'll meet up, Dwayne. We can kind of do that for a little while before I got to head upstairs and start getting ready to pack up and leave. Anyway, the long and the short of it was, my daughter took a high road. She's the one who's been like trying to put a smile on her face. It's hitting her and it's hurting her, but it's nice to see that she took a high road. And it was also good to hear finally that we were not alone in this, because for the longest time it felt like, what the fuck are we doing wrong? And it wasn't that. So, all right. So with that, enough bitching. Let's talk about good stuff. So hanging out with Dwayne was great. Once again, nice little Dwayne. I want to thank you again. Very thoughtful. You didn't have to, but it is greatly appreciated. The Zaku FZ is done. And I even have a spare head. It is funny how that looks very, I'm going to bring this up close if I can. It's not one that goes almost focused. It's almost very toy-like in how it looks. You're supposed to put a sticker around the rest of the pink and only let the center pink eye come through. Good morning, Casper. How are you? So this looks pretty cool. I'm gonna find a good home for this guy. But Zaku's done. What's a good word, Casper? And I will be this morning continuing for a short while to work on the Melusine. We're going to the beach with my whole family except for my father, and I remember that there was a bridge made out of wood and there was like a school of fish. Oh, that must have been nice to see. I love seeing like fish and everything like that, and when you're on the water like that, especially like when you're out in the oceany areas. So we're gonna work on this guy this morning as much as I can work on. Still want a Make kit, else I'm probably gonna get the Make collaboration. What is that? And I'm still finding crabs. Crabs are fun. You got lots of little tiny crabs. Funny when you disturb the seabirds when they're there trying to eat, and you're walking along the beach and they're like, "What the fuck, man?" All right, let's get some of this set up. I will say the one thing about Make kits that's awesome, they include some of the best water slides. It's a Labubu figure riding the Make armor. What is I guess I don't know what a Labubu figure is. I thought that was like maybe something. Sounds very Make-ish. All right, let's get this other side kind of done. 10, 11, and 16. Anyway, so that's kind of my story. I'm kind of done with that. It is Thursday. FYI, Joe did ask, and I will repeat that I will not be doing a live stream tonight at 7 because we're going to be on the road. Since we are on the road, it's hard to necessarily live stream. But I will be doing it tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And I know that might be cutting into people's personal time since it is a holiday here in the United States. But I got things to say. Besides, I think I'm going to need a day to recover. 16. Going to need a day to recover. I have one of those in pink. Sorry, guys. I'm actually now getting to the point where I'm having a hard time even seeing what the hell you guys are saying here. Let's see. I'm able to trap where I grab my $1 and wrap it with a rope and wait for the bait. Wait for the bait. Nice. I have one of those in pink out of one. A Labubu figure? Just kidding. No, just go digging. Just go digging. It's easier. I think it's the best day to do it. You're talking about tomorrow doing it? Yeah. Well, it certainly is appropriate, right? It certainly is appropriate. So I'll put something out about that later. What do you do for a living? Me? What do I do? I'm gonna twist that question around. What do I do for a living? I do fun stuff for a living. I build models. I hang out with family. I hang out with friends. That's what I do to live because that's the enjoyable part of work. What do I do to sustain that lifestyle? I work as an AV sales guy and a systems designer. Probably get one soon enough. I remember finding a freshwater crab in the corner that was some water, and It was like a small pool. Yeah, I love doing that when we go to certain beaches where you can see the crabs there, and they're all scattered among the rocks. He's a male model. So anyway, I am certainly in desperate need of a coffee today. So it's going to be quite a requirement. I'll text my wife. They're going to probably be getting up around 7, 8 o'clock. My daughter says she wanted to hit the beach this morning. They do have, Dwayne, I'm not sure if you're going to be sticking in the area at all, but there are competitions going on today. Are sort of the runoffs on competitions on dances that were seen through the week that they wanted to have a revisit. So if your daughter or your son wanted to come on down and see it, today would be a good day to see some of the sort of the best of the best. Our kids won't be, my daughter and a lot of her people won't be doing anything until after 3:45. Anyway, it's around 5:30, which I gotta go. Already, Red. Have a good one, Red. Enjoy the rest of your evening, especially if you're going to be going to services. Goodbye, Georgian, my friends. Goodbye, Red. Let's see some really cool stuff in Ronald Pools. Yes, you can. Hey, what's going on, Clint? Good morning. Thinking about it, just trying to survive until we push off back home. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yeah. Tonight's going to be a long night for us. My hope is that the traffic leaving here tonight will be fairly light, meaning when we're jamming out of here, I'm guessing we'll probably be leaving here between 5 and 6. When we're done, we're just going to just like sail up to Mass. If we get tired along the way, we'll hit like a Motel 6 or something like that. But the hope is to get home by midnight. The 9-year-old has to go. Later, Ed. I was trying to get back to the road so I can avoid DC traffic the other way. Yeah, you'll be fine if you get to New York after 7. Yeah, and it's likely we're going to be getting to New York after 7. God, I hope so. Then again, we're dealing with, this is like a holiday. That's the holiday. It's official after today. After the work hours. So hopefully people aren't going to all be thinking the same thing. Man. So anybody got anything special going on today? Anything fun and exciting? Is anybody off today, or is anybody ow, people working it? Okay. Let's go on these little Sadie skirts on. One of the things I've always liked about Make, I like their concept of skirting. Like the leg joint protection, all these little skirty flappy things. That one on the arm too, but this one keeps falling off. Yeah. There's just, I'm just sure that's sort of the frustration of Make. It's just, again, I understand they're dealing with Wave, Hasegawa, Kyoto. They're not dealing with, if your expectations are these are going to build like a Bandai model, they're not. Are they really, really good? Yes. Are they Bandai quality? Let's see. All right. Let's get some more parts put on. I could put on just a piece without the cover for the. They've got a. You have a choice. You can either do the arm flap or not. I like doing the arm flaps. I think they look good. So we're going to do another arm flap here. Shoulder flap, arm flap, whatever the hell it's called. What did I just miss? Oh shit. Looks like I missed a few things. Sorry guys. It looks like if I didn't do that refresh, nothing would have gotten through. Give me 1 second here. Fine, after you get to New York, when are they going to rename it the old school Gumpla Bridge? Good question. Don't know. I believe today will be a half a day kind of day. Hopefully, I'm a little off every day. I'm not paid working today either. Good for you. Might go to GP. They have an Orgus model by Moderoy that piqued my interest. Oh, yeah. I'd love to see what you think of that. I debated picking that up just because it's an Orgus model, but given my history with Moderoid, I'm like, yeah, I've got enough Orgoroids now. I'm good. Going to the movies this weekend. We are completely kid-free. Grandma says she wants both of them overnight. Wow. Wow. So when does the weekend begin, Nick? Does it begin tonight? What is Bandai quality? It fits, colored, or has details? It's the fit and finish. It's always the fit and finish when it comes to that. If it rains too much, maybe I'll go to Phantom Fireworks. Nice. Hello. I joked with my wife about that. You want to pick up any fireworks? Yeah, no. I don't blame her. Until Grandma gets off work on. Oh, okay. Oof. Yeah, that sounds like okay. So they're making Grandma work? What the hell's up with that? No Social Security for you. Smoke canisters for one of the RC planes I bought floats with me so I can fly off water. Sweet. There we go. Most of that cleaned off. Oops, I did forget a piece. Yeah, sure, shooting did. Oh, it's not at the retirement age. Really? I think by the time you get to be a grandmother, you should be at retirement age. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anybody disagree with that? There you go. Actually killed the runner. I love it. Let's see if this one will stay on the arm a little longer, a little more. Somebody sounds unhappy. Somebody sounds really unhappy. Work forever. Oh, hail the corporate overlords. Exactly. Bastards. That's interesting. It's awfully far forward. Let's sand some of that down. Let's say if you know grandparents, you should be able to retire. If you know grandparents. I like that slippery slope you're on right now, Clint. Yo. What's going on, Ken? Good morning. Ken's in the house. All right. Let's get this motherfucker put together. Now I got a nub there. I gotta definitely eliminate first. Morning, Joe. Hi, Clint. Ken. Hi, Diane. Clint. Joe being the official greeter. Joe reminds me of the. It's like the women in Japanese shopping areas, the ones at the stair. I'm sorry, at each of the elevators, who just basically says "Irashaimase, irashaimase," just the greeter. Just because the coffee. Just because of the coffee, huh? All right, I think we got most of that. Yeah. It's a good job. Greeting people as they come into your place. Absolutely. It's a great job. All right, let's get this thing on here. Then we're going to do the other one again. Building a maquet kit feels like I need a third hand, like literally a third hand. Just don't have enough hands going on here to be able to get that secured. There. Hopefully that won't pop off now. I did the dress as my favorite superhero, TMCM, too much coffee, man. Check the comics. Nice. There we go. Most of that side is now done. Let's get this piece that fell off. It seems to want to fall off very easily. I may do some customization on this when the time comes to get that part to sit a little better. Un momento. Or Freakazoid, either one. Freakazoid. So the part comes out very easily, but trying to put it back in, not so much. There we go. All right. So that's where we stand right now. with in the cockpit. In some ways, it's really ingenious. Just it's the fit and finish that's a little wonky, but it's definitely a pretty groovy model. Put that right here for a bit. Cut these two pieces off because we're not going to use these guys. Hotel doors open in Word. I would do it. It would be a shame if someone puts a trash basket filled with water up against the studio director's door. What? It would be a shame? It would be a shame. I think it would be a shame. Somebody motorboating. Being all annoying and the like. So it is funny. The Melusine is basically a combination of so many models, if you guys can see that. So the A Runner is based on the cows. You know, Mach-E must, I mean, Maschinen Krieger has got to be like the best when it comes to things like making money, right? We're going to take parts from this. We're going to take parts from that. We're going to take parts from the other and throw in half a runner of some new stuff. And we're going to sell a completely new kit for like $40. And people are like, great, I'll buy it. I've also finds it annoying when I motorboat. I bet she does. All right, so I think we got that one done. Let's move on to the back. So we'll find the E Runner. Let's see. U Runner. Gustav. Let's see. E Runner is unique. Melusine. I think that's my favorite Mach-E design. The Melusine, I like this one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to be working on this one's better. I like this one more so than I did the one I did 2 years ago when I was here. The forgetting which one it was now. Just I did not enjoy that one. Hold a second. Do-do-do. Do-do. That be? Morning, Peter. Can't wait for this week to be over. Yeah. How close is it to being over, Peter? Just the day, I assume. And is it because you're looking forward to something? Yeah, just today. Or is it because the week just sucked? Down to 23. About to get the telltale beep at 20. And then we'll start seeing how long it takes before it decides it's time to shut down. That's why I hate undergating. You're trying to prevent having and I get the reason why they do it, but it always creates enough of a raised surface that this part will never sit perfectly flush. Just today, these kids are totally into their iPads, so I won't be beachcombing after. Oh, bummer. Well, let them know I'll be there. Not that, that old guy. I don't want to hang with that old guy, but who knows? Maybe they'll be. Oh, he was kind of cool. I keep hearing something bouncing in there. Something loose in there. What is it? I have no idea. Windows Update killed my work computer, and it's been 1.5 weeks. I see that. Still not. Oh my God. Also, some other shit that involved. Too involved to get into that here. Okay. Yeah. We'll talk about it maybe next week when we see each other. Yeah. I totally understand that. Technology is great until it's not. Then it just fucking sucks. Windows Update. Ugh. Me too. Anyway. So besides Clint going and buying what appears to be any sand dollars on the beach, I've seen no sand dollars. No. No sand dollars. No wealth. Seems to come back poor. Windows install base is shrinking pretty rapidly. Really? What are they moving to? Interesting. I'm kind of curious. I have not heard that. God, I hope it's not Apple. I'm wondering if it is in either Google or Linux. How's all that? That's Flash? There'd be a lot of Flash on this thing, I think. I cannot tell. Any C glass? I haven't seen any C glass. Yeah, none. Linux, Windows. New app push, AI push, and its ever-growing size overhead processor cost is too much. So I'll see wench. Which I did. No sea wenches this morning. Yeah, so okay, so I'm gonna get a little techie here. So how's Red Hat doing? Are they doing all right? Are they starting to see some growth because of that? I mean, I use this laptop is it's an Ubuntu machine, and I understand that Red Hat is the creator of Ubuntu or the manager of it, however it's done. I'm wondering if, and I know they've got a corporate version of it. I can't tell if that's Flash, poor molding. Generally can't tell. That's what happens when we try to stick this part on. Oh. Yeah, we'll figure it out later. Make sure I'm not missing anything. No sea glass, no sea dollars, no sea wenches. Oh, George has no fun. All right, we're going to put on this last piece of glassware. Let's see if I can do this without losing this part. If I don't lose this part, it will be a miracle. It's a tiny, clear part that requires quite a bit of cleanup. Sorry, guys, I'm just focusing on this because I really don't want to lose this clear part if I can avoid it. I mean, it's still a distinct possibility, like it just left my fingers. Now on my keyboard. Launching. Yeah, exactly. So if I can do this thing without hitting a key, that'll actually session. Come on. There we go. 13. There we go. All right. Not going to push it in too far because I'm going to have to extract it at some point in order to paint around this clear part. But there we go. Okay. And this is the last thing we're putting on today. Here we are. So there we go. All little doodads that are sticking on top of it. I love it. You know, you kind of wonder if like it lost this sensor or if it lost this whatever, this little pieces. Like, are you suddenly blind? It's like, you got nothing. If somebody spray painted this entire front area here, right? Would you be able to see? Would your radar work? Who knows? Maschinen Krieger absolutely looks awesome. But I think like Gundam, it makes that no sense whatsoever. Given its size, it probably makes a little more sense, but it still makes no sense. All right. And with that, my friends, I think we're going to start packing it up. So, guys, first of all, I want to thank everybody for hearing me out earlier today. Just listening to me crab about the day. You know, again, the blessing was that yesterday was a super fun day, hanging out with Dwayne and his kids and all that. It was awesome. Spacenoids, have a wonderful day. Joe, you too. You too, brother. Had an awesome time with Dwayne and the kids. You know, that was like the fun. And watching my daughter get another award was great. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing her participate today. But, you know, given the craziness of yesterday, I appreciate everybody letting me, like I said, just kind of ramble on a little bit earlier. Later, Dory, safe trip home with the family. Thank you, Clint. Appreciate it. All right, gotta get today started. Give me a ring when you're done with this lovely walk. Will do. We cheated at mini golf. It was great. The mini golf cheating, it's not cheating. It's having fun. Everybody was amused. Guys, go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. It's a crazy world. And people have a tendency to just make mountains out of molehills, let's put it that way, amongst other stupidity. But go out there, do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. Have a safe drive. See you in the basement. Yep, tomorrow morning. Later, fellas. Later, Nick. But guys, like I said, put a smile on somebody's face. Don't make their day shit. So with that, I'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. Enjoy the day, guys. Thanks for being with me on vacation. I do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.